Welcome to the latest episode of Gear on the Machine. I'm Ryan Cleveland, the multiplayer design director for Gears of War. We have recently released the 2.8 beta tuning for the competitive versus in Gears of War 4, and we're here to talk a little bit about the changes that are in there that have really helped embrace the two big playstyles that we see in competitive. The following clips are going to walk through each of them in detail, and we'll give you like a complete behind-the-scenes look at how the 2.8 system works. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at is the updated movement, specifically the wall canceling. So in 2.8, you're going to be able to move a lot faster than 2.7. So here we're going to see a little bit of, fast, not quite hyper bouncing, but pretty close, fast movement with no long and short cooldown. That's going to mean the people that love movement and can, want fast, aggressive movement are going to be able to play that way. We're going to be showing you some things that we've done to balance that, because as we've talked about before, the whole idea behind 2.8 is not getting everybody to play the same way, but embracing multiple play styles. So next, we're going to be moving on to the impact that this movement has had. To balance the faster movement, we've looked to go back to the drawing board and come up with something that added a little more risk to that faster movement reward. And the idea we came up with was to slow down the health regeneration while you're hyper bouncing. So every time you cancel, you're going to be extending the lifetime of that health regeneration until you stop moving or go into cover or just strafe normally, and then your healing speed will go back to normal. And this is a big trade-off that we see people making between speed, mobility, and survivability. So the best bouncers will be able to make a decision between when to cancel, when to fully slide in, when to go into cover, and it creates a deeper movement system while still staying intuitive and letting people move the way that they want to move, as opposed to forcing them into the long-short system that we did before. The other thing we've done to balance the faster movement is to trade accuracy for the movement. So the players that are going to move faster are going to have to be more accurate. And to explain what we've done there, we're going to have to first explain some changes we've made to the strafing Nasher. So what you can see here is the left-right movement of the Nasher, and you've seen, like we've shown where there's these big yellow boxes. Those boxes are gone because the pellet randomness and the pellet jitter are also gone. So that means that shooting from strafing blind fire or from L trigger, you don't get any randomness. You can also see the fact that when you move left and right, the pellet spread gets a little bit bigger. And this is something new that we actually discovered recently or rediscovered recently. And we've left it in so that when you strafe and you're moving, you get a little bit of pellet spread. Now, what you can see here is when you slide, you're actually, because you can't shoot, those yellow boxes come back, everything's really big. And then when the person here goes to cancel, they no longer have the sort of auto-aim systems engaged for a very short period of time, about 200 milliseconds. And that means they're going to have to be more accurate with their Nasher fire. So here, that person has waited a little bit just to get that auto-aim back, and they've aimed really well. So it takes them a fraction of a second longer to get that kill, or they have to be that much better to overcome the lack of auto-aim. And we see this as a really a legitimate trade-off, that if you really want to move and bounce really quickly, you have to prove to everybody that you can aim just as well. The other thing that we've done to give slower play a little bit more of an advantage is we've changed the speed at which you can shoot over cover. And on the left-hand side, you can see 2.7, on the right, you can see 2.8. And here you can totally see the fact that when you L trigger over cover, you come up a lot faster in 2.8. And this means that it's not so fast that online play is going to be compromised in any way, but it does mean that if you're in cover, you're not going to be as penalized as you once were. So before you would have to come off cover to shoot really quickly. Now you can shoot from cover a lot faster than you could before. So this means you can counter that incoming hyper bouncing a lot better than you could before. And so going forward, what we're going to try to do is use these tools and maybe some new ones to balance these two play styles over time, rather than trying to get everybody to play the same way. Thanks for checking out the latest Gear in the Machine video. We had a chance to walk through all the details of the latest 2.8 patch for the competitive beta tuning. We really hope this patch is a big change in the way people play Gears of War competitive. We really want people to feel like they can play the way that they want to play. With the two different play styles that we see being played competitively, we really feel like those players can really showcase their skills in the way that they think is best, and that the people watching and playing online see and play a better game. So thanks for all your feedback, thanks for all the discussions, and we'll see you online.